Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome to another vlog. Dropping off some packages right now. Thank you for those that are buying coffee and the hats. We got more merch coming. We're gonna drop that off, and then we're going to go fill up our car because we're gonna start the stage 0, basically a tune-up, so that we can get the car ready for the tune. I'll be ordering the RR Racing tune here soon. So yeah, just stay tuned. Now we just parked at the post office to drop off some packages and check out what I parked next to. That thing is awesome. Dude, check that thing out. Go ahead, bro. That is mean, bro. Man, trying to get gas is crazy out here in California. The prices are crazy, but look at this. Just backed up, and this isn't even Costco. That's crazy. Let's go, bro. 40 cents off of gas? Yes, sir. Now while that fills up, I'm gonna grab this here. We're gonna throw that in the gas tank. Put some liquid moly in there. Just saw me put in the gas tank is some liquid moly injector cleaner. Again, we're preparing the car for that tune that's coming. So, you know, a lot of people make that mistake and forget to do the basic stuff before you start messing with your car. There's no purpose in tuning it if the basic maintenance isn't kept up or done. Anyways, we're heading home now, and I was gonna try to get some stuff done on the car, but we'll say that for another day. We'll catch up then. Hey, welcome back. So let's see. Guys, so as you could tell, different day. I wanted to knock it out from our previous clips, like the next couple of days, but then my entire family got sick with the flu. So here we are. It's been a while, but we're gonna install our new spark plugs and get ready for our RR Racing tune. So here we go, how to install spark plugs on your Lexus IS. All right, so I'm gonna just freehand this until we get to the actual part of changing the plugs. And sorry if it's a little bumpy and stuff. Like I said, I'm freehanding this versus using my gimbal here. So we're gonna take the cover off. There's the engine there. And so how we're gonna plan this out is we're gonna take the pipe off. F Sport, there you go. So we're gonna take the intake pipe off so we can access the first 3 here. And then a lot of people take all this off, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna remove some clips and kind of move this out of the way, move this hose, and then hopefully have enough access to these 3. And I'll show you a time lapse of me just going through and doing all the spark plug removal and reinstalling or screwing in the new spark plugs. So here we go. So got the intake pipe off. So as you can tell, we have access here now. So let's keep going. got the coils out. I don't think you can see too much in there, but it's pretty clean, which is a good sign. The coils, the first three, pretty clean. Looks like a little bit of rust or something in there, but we'll clean that off. Now we're gonna take my magnetic socket, get it up in there, and get the first one out, hopefully, without any problem. You can find it in there. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna do a time lapse of this for you guys so you don't get bored. Now we got the first one out, and I don't know if the camera's gonna focus or not, but as you can tell, pretty dirty. So it was about time. I don't know what the previous owners kind of had, but if we're gonna get this tuned, let's get the max out of it, put in new ones, laser cut iridium, you know, NGK. So that's the first one. To show you guys the 3 new ones that will be going in right now and the 3 old ones. This one being the worst, which is the closest one to the driver's side, or to the passenger side seat, and then down the line, not wearing evenly, so that's interesting, but hopefully this will help. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm just going to hand tighten the new spark plugs first, so that way we don't cross thread anything, and then I'll use my torque wrench to finish her off and tighten it to the proper pounds of torque required. So here we go. So I'm just going to show you this. So I'm going to move this hose, which has, you might not be able to tell, but there are these little clips that you got to pinch and push out, and it holds the zip tie. I'm going to have to cut this one. It's right here because I can't get to the clip in the back. And this one I already got out. Here's the third one. Right there. So we're just gonna move that to the side. We'll do the same thing. Remove the coils. 1, 2, 3. Pull out the spark plugs and then install the new ones. So here are the old spark plugs. This is the passenger side, which is a lot more darker, a lot dirtier. And with one of them in particular being a lot more, I wouldn't say burned, but just dirtier, kind of beaten up a lot more. So those are those 3. Then these 3 are the driver's side, a lot cleaner. These seem to have worn evenly, whereas these have been kind of spotty. These 2 look about the same, but that one's... So just like the other side, the passenger side, we're gonna take our new spark plugs and just hand tighten so that we don't cross thread anything. And then we will use a torque wrench to tighten them up to the proper poundage. So here's everything put back together. Just some advice for those that are wanting to do that. So this one here, the bolt is tucked underneath. It's underneath here. And so you'll have to use an open-ended wrench to get to that one, but you can get it 10 mil. You can get to that one easily. And then what you'll need is some extensions, a swivel socket so that you can get into these harder areas here. But I did not have to remove this, so you can just move this out of the way. You know, it's a couple bolts, one right here, there's a bracket, this bracket. Take the bolt out, move it, take the clips out, which is one. This one here, I actually didn't end up cutting it. I just took a screwdriver, small screwdriver, and applied some light force and kind of wiggled it out, and the clip came out, and then the clip here. So then you can access that and do that. The intake pipe is back on and everything's put back together, and I probably shouldn't have put it back together quite yet and started it, but we're gonna start it now, see what it sounds like, and then we're gonna take it for a drive. All right, see what happens here. This is why you always start your vehicle and you double check everything. So I started it now and it sounded like an air compressor was going off. Oh, sorry for the lighting. And it was because I forgot to install a hose. I'll show you right now. So I forgot to reconnect this hose here. And so when I was starting it, sounded like an air compressor was going off. It freaked me out. So we're gonna restart the car now that everything's double checked and installed, and then also give you a cold start, or a cold start, just because I started it already. But here we go. No check engine lights, so that's good. Next thing we're gonna do is install the cabin air filter, which is in here behind all that garbage. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys how to also install your cabin air filter in a Lexus 3IS, and that could be any third generation IS, 250, 300, 350. And so all we got here is a basic STP, you know, cabin air filter, standard, any auto store. You could even pick these up at Walmart. So I'm gonna show you where it is and how to do it. So passenger side, in your glove box, remove all your stuff in there. And there's this little tray that you gotta remove. once you remove this tray, there's a little slot with a lid or a little cover on there. You'll pop off the cover and you'll find the filter in there. So let's go ahead and do that now. So you're gonna lift this side and then pull out. I'm left-handed, so there you go. Pretty little tray, nothing fancy. Oh look, California Tint, shout out to them. They did the tint on my car. And you can see it. Here is the cover that I was telling you about. Flip it out. And the cabin air filter is right there. Let's see. Oh, there's one here. And another little tab on this side. Kind of hard doing it with the one hand, but boom, there you go. And this thing looks pretty dirty. Imagine that. Now, the old one and the new one. Old, new. So, if you're getting any type of weird smell or your air in your cabin air filter or your cabin doesn't smell good, check your cabin air filter. That's probably what's going on. This probably was the original from when I bought the car about 1.5 years ago, so it's been long overdue. I normally do it every 6 months, but we have moved quite a bit in the last year, so haven't had a chance to do it. But we just did the spark plugs and a stage 0, right, tune, so that, or tune up, so we can get ready for the RR racing tune. So might as well do this among other things. You just take your old one and kind of compress it and pull it out on both sides. Make sure that the airflow is in the correct manner, so the arrows are pointing basically up towards you if you're putting it in this way, right? And so, as you can tell, again, hard with one hand, but you can just compress it, slide it in there, make sure that both sides are equally in there. Boom. And boom. Looks a little ugly right now, but I'll fix that once my hand is free. So there you go. Installed, clean. Let's go put it back in our glove compartment. And so, again, you're gonna put it in the same way that you pulled it out.